Hey there, Jackie. This is Nick. I wanted to thank you so much again for responding to the early bird preview surprise on my Facebook page. So the weather did agree with me, so I thought I would do a filming. Well, actually, this is the second time because earlier this morning I said, hey, let me try and get a jump on it. If it's going to be cloudy all day, then I might as well, try and film. But needless to say, I wanted to share with you something very personal that I'm going to be featuring Artisan Administrative Retreat Center, where administrators come together not only to paper plan but to receive, different tips and tools in order how to plan their day and go about starting a small business, and pretty much if they operate out of their home, you know, get insight from other small businesses that are in the local area. And also I want to start doing podcasts again, from various fields and industry. But this little thing is going to be housing all of, let's say, the past 20 years worth of research, insight, stuff that I want to do while on retreat with my administrators. And I took a long time selecting the right planner, the right size, and making sure that I supported other small businesses, whether it be across the globe or locally here in the States. I wanted to make sure that I knew who the small business was, and that as I decided to plant, an economic seed in their business, that it would lead to the prosperity of, a community. So I unboxed it already, as what they call it in the planner community. But this was the original box that it came in. And it also is filled with this beautiful, like, paper, scrunchy paper as a protectant. So, and then what came inside was this little beauty right here. So I'm going to be using this tote in my trainer's tote, pack it all in one place, so then I don't have to go around, the studio looking for different parts that I need or different props that I need to put in the video, but it's going to be housed right here. So let me give you a preview. Okay, it also came wrapped in this nice, beautiful paper. And ta-da! I haven't named it yet, but this is by a company called Speckled Fawn. The logo stamped is right there, so I'm trying to tilt it to make sure you see it. And what this size is called an A6, and of course the leather material that's made out of, I don't know what type, but it's super thick. I'm assuming that it's going to be durable for the next few years. That's going to take me to fill it. And the elastic I'm going to be changing out, because the original request was for like a brown on brown, but I guess they didn't see that. But I already contacted them to see if they would go ahead and just send me one, and I can replace it myself. So then you open it up, and it came with some ephemera. They included a reindeer in there, a few of them. And then they included this card, which is, I think it's hand printed, but it says, "Thank you for choosing Speckled Fawns, where each product is made with love and you in mind." And then this design is called Snickerdoodle. So believe it or not, even though I wanted to get more into colors, as opposed to, in business it's mostly blacks and browns, I decided to go traditional with this design. So I will explain this part in a little bit. But these are the inserts that go in. Okay, so just to let you know, it comes like this, and it's with an 1.5 inch reinforced spine, And those inserts that I pulled out, they go on the strings, right? And this one hooks up to the one in back that closes the whole notebook. And the design sometimes comes with a credit card pocket, but I chose not to get it because I have so many other things that I can put within my wallet. I really didn't need it, but I knew that as I'm out and about purchasing things for the community that I would need some kind of pocket. You know how it is. So I said both sides with pocket, and look how thick that is. Beautiful. The feel of this is amazing. And like the nap in the middle is not even rough. It's like smooth. And what they say is each leather is made individually, so no two planner covers are ever the same. And so you can see here, this part is reinforced, whereas that whenever I put inserts in, it will lay flush to the back. So that was really important to me. So, okay, so that's how big it is, you know, on the inside. And this is what it looks like on the outside. Beautiful. It's highs and lows, darks, and I'm loving the texture of it. That rugged, like, you know, it needs to be just thrown in the bag and let's keep it moving, keep it going. Okay, so the other part is another business out of Austin, Texas called Paper Penguin Co. makes the inserts for these type of planners. They come in various sizes if you've ever researched it. So what I'm going to be doing with what I mentioned to you before is I'm going to be displaying the things that I'm going to be revamping in my Etsy shop. So Paper Penguin Co. had a 75% off sale, like 3 for 1. So, but the thing was, you could select the size, but they would choose the type of inserts that they gave you. So for the first time, I took a leap and said, you know what, let me just try and see what happens. So she sent me first a 3-month weekly calendar, and they're beautiful colors in there. So it made me feel like even though this is not color, my inserts can be colored. And they're blank and it's undated, so I can put them even for 2018, 2019 whenever I need to use a week at a glance. And the paper is so thick and durable. I can stamp on it. I probably can use any kind of inks on there, so I haven't done an ink test yet. And I'm not sure how many pages are here, but at least it can fill 20 weeks. And then at the back, she includes blank sheets of paper within this insert. So let's say I need to doodle a design or an idea or even a planner setup, then I can just do it in the book. So this is the name of the company, Paper Penguin Co., that sells just the inserts. So, and also what I'm going to be doing for my winter workshop is showing people how to emboss the covers with the different stamps that I have within the shop. So that's one. Then this cover already came. Isn't it beautiful? It's like a gold iridescent style. So I wasn't expecting this, although I have been looking at her different designs. And on the inside is just plain graph paper with the same weight and texture. I think this is like a 34 or 38 pound. You know, I have to look at the description, but I love graph paper. So this is like, okay, I can write my notes, my schedule in here, and then write my notes regarding my week at a glance in here. So let's say I wanted to do deeper, further, like let's say notes for a podcast, then I can include them all in the same book. Okay. Then the third one she sent me was a 2017 calendar. Now, mind you, you might say, okay, 2017, we're already 3 months in, but I can actually either order stickers to cover these dates and the year and then redesign it for another year. So it doesn't matter what year it is, but I was so surprised at the style that she chose for me. It's perfect. I love the swirls, so I'm hoping this isn't shot. I love the swirls. So, and then in the back it has line So let's say I need to write specific information about a certain month at a glance, and I can just include it in here. This is so good. Okay, so last but not least, how I chose to arrange it is to have the yearly calendar at the front. You take it by the middle of the insert and you place it in. You can have up to 6 inserts originally, but I've learned different techniques where you can actually load up to 12. So that's one thing I look forward to, just loading it up and then setting it aside for the year, and then reviewing it for another year, and hopefully another administrator, executive assistant can take advantage of all the research that we've already done in order to prosper as an executive assistant, administrator, producer, whatever they want to do in the kingdom. So then just pretend like all this is stuff with like 12 to, at the most inserts, which I'll follow up and do another one for you if you want. It's upside down. And then you close it off like this. And then I'm on my way. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is probably do like a ribbon closure. So therefore, when I close it, it sort of kind of needs a thicker, I think look or weight to it. And last but not least, of course, I'm going to be including one of my favorite pens, and see how it just fits snugly in there. I'm probably going to get a paper, a clip holder, on a hardcover book, and then have it insert in here. And voila, it's all in there. So therefore, whenever I'm out and about, I have my pen already ready, all of my notes already ready, studied and prayed for, and I can always minister to the group. So I think that is about it for right now. If you have any questions, of course, link it down below. Feel free to show your daughter what I share with you, but just to let you know, the video setting is on private, so I'm only going to show it to you and the few others that may want to see this. But thank you so much for just chiming in and giving me your feedback. I look forward to, more sessions with you. Take care and God bless.